Alright, y'all, we back. We are back. But yeah, y'all, this is Q&A. As y'all can see, a lot of folks I get a lot of these questions a lot, okay? Then as y'all can see, a lot of folks ask questions that they don't even really understand what they're asking, you know? And I understand, I used to do the same thing when I was a beginner. Alright, I used to ask questions like, how I go get a Rolls Royce? You know what I'm saying? Like things like that, not really understanding. Like I had a long way to go just to even get to that point. I had a long way to go before I got to that point. Okay? Like you gotta understand, a lot of y'all right there on the doorsteps of remedy, but you don't understand. You gotta keep reading, keep applying yourself. Alright? You might gotta get told no 5 times before you get that yes. How many of us walk around and say things like, I hate being told no? No, you gotta get used to being told no and still being able to articulate yourself. Okay? And I'm gonna say this, and not to deplete anybody's momentum. A lot of y'all think y'all at the door of remedy, and you ain't nowhere near the door of remedy. I had a dude that thought he was close to remedy. He don't got none of his contract, never read none of his contracts. He thought he was on the door of his contract because he got my enforced class. And he told himself, hey man, with this class, I'll probably have remedy the next 30 days. I'm like, as long as you read, family, anything is possible. What KG say? Anything is possible. Alright, so you gotta understand. Keep reading, family. Alright? The best thing you can do is be in the line of fire and understand I'm in the right situation. Let me keep reading. Alright? For those that you feel like you're overwhelmed with the information, that lets you know that you're a beginner. I'm gonna say this again. Whenever you're overwhelmed with information, that lets you know that you're still a beginner. Because when you're informed, you're not overwhelmed by information. That's like being overwhelmed with money. Information is good. We want to be overwhelmed with information. But we understand when we're beginners, too much information, okay? Too much information, we could get overwhelmed, especially not having results. That's like the most difficult situation. For those that got remedy, y'all remember how it was before you got remedy? Very difficult times, very discouraging times. All right, learning this, learning that. Thinking you got the whole process just to learn, like, oh my God, I just have 1% of the process. And I'm talking for the ones that got remedy. Y'all know what I'm talking about. For those that don't know what I'm talking about, you probably still in the first phase of what I just said. Okay? You probably think you got I got everything. Yes, but that one missing link is you reading. Your due diligence to read this stuff, all right, to really put time to the side and read it, that is like 99% of it all. Because it doesn't matter what process you learn. You might be learning 10 processes right now and think you're learning one process. Yeah, folks don't even understand how much, man. I just remember being a beginner, man. And I know what a lot of y'all are going through, man. And I know a lot of y'all are just like waiting for, man, just say the answer, man. Just say it. Just, you know what I'm saying? I was the same way. I'm like, yo, why they can't just tell us the answer? If they really want to help us, why they can't just tell us what to say? They just want our money. Until I got on the other side, y'all, I started seeing like, damn, so many people would not understand the transition that it is. You know what I'm saying? Like, you will always just see it from a standpoint of, just tell us, what do I need to say when I go to court? What do I need to do when I need to send my letter? Y'all, family, it's not that simple, family. If it was, everybody would be doing it. Why do y'all think everybody's not doing it? Why do y'all think it's not a 100% pass rate? Think about it. Why do y'all think it's not? Really think about this. Don't y'all think if there was a guaranteed way to do it, okay, folks would literally have that process because that would make them more money? Really think about that. If I had a process that just walked you straight to the front, got your remedy, family, I would be the most wealthiest man alive fiat-wise and just value-wise, because I would be able to help anybody in any emergency in any situation. It's not that simple, family. Y'all gonna have to fall in love with the journey. Okay, it's just like a player trying to make it to the NBA. It's a lot of folks that think they had the skill to get there. You probably did have the skill. But you know what you didn't have? You didn't have the will. Alright, there's an old saying in sports. It's not the skill of the man. It's the will of the man. You gotta will yourself the remedy. You can know all these acts all day. You could be skillful as you want to be. If you don't have no will, alright, your skill is irrelevant, family. And there's a lot of skillful people that teach this information, but they don't have no will. So they're not teaching will. They're just teaching skill. If y'all look at the game of basketball, I'm a sports person, so I make a lot of sports analogy. If you look at the game of basketball now, a lot of kids got skill, but it's no will. Kids damn soft as shit. Do all the behind the backs, Euros, James Harden step backs, but when you get in them, okay, like meaning when things get tough, all that stuff go out the damn window. No will. Meaning all the steps that you did, all your skills, I done dunked. Meaning I done sit my first letter, second letter, third letter. Okay, I'm ready to dunk on them in court. All right, you go to court and you have no will. Because you really wasn't in the gym. And that's what a lot of you are in the situation. You have not built up your will. You built up your skill, but not your will. Somebody asked a quick question. Going into litigation, do we need to show up under special appearance or general appearance? What is your capacity, family? You could go both routes. Okay, you go both routes. You don't never have to go, meaning you got a special appearance because you're not physically going, or you can physically go and stand on your own. Okay? Literally. Me personally, I like going to court. And then again, it's just me. Of course, somebody else will tell you, don't even go there. Special appearance in your documentation. You know, I like to go there just because so I can prove to them like, yo, I'm the real living and I can express myself. And nothing that's around me is scaring me, stressful. It don't matter how high they put that judge up. Okay, I understand his capacity is only the referee. I visualize him in a striped zebra shirt. I view everybody else like we on a basketball court. I look at the opposing team, the opposing party. I see them, the attorney as the coach. All right, I don't have a coach because I'm my own coach. Okay, so I look at it. We're in court. May the best defense win. You know what I'm saying? So it's about you can do general appearance. You know what I'm saying? It's just about how strong you are articulating yourself. That's my advice on it. Yeah, so after you watch my class, fam, go ahead and put the class to the side and get the reading. Because it's going to be a point in time you're going to be like, bro, I don't even need your class no more. I know how to study now. No, y'all not know the difference between a college player and an NBA player is training? How do y'all understand when players get to the league, they gotta understand how to train now? You gotta train like a professional? Because training like a professional and training like a college kid is two different types of training. Alright, so learning how to train better, meaning let me go read. Let me put 2 hours aside and just go read. Alright, let me put 30 minutes to the side every day to read my contract, so at least I know I'm versed in my contract. Now I don't even gotta look at my contract. I can already go speak about different clauses in my contract. Now when I'm on the phone, if I get a surprise call from any executive party, because a lot of y'all get surprise calls from the president's office, right? You might just be laying in your bed and you're like, oh snap, and they ask you some shit. Now you gotta say, oh snap. Now you haven't been trained enough for that to be second nature to you. All right, so that's why I'm saying you want to properly train yourself. Now you don't need the documentation to be in front of you. You can articulate what's already in contract. You can say things like, oh, I looked over my contract in Section 7 where it talked about security interest, how the security interest is what covers all debts owed. So I had a couple questions, see who is entitled to that security interest and how can we go ahead and use that security interest so we can cover all debts owed to the principal. Y'all see what I'm saying? Having that articulation, having that comprehension, that doesn't come from action or watching a video. That comes from actually training. Should we fail to go to court soon as we leave the dealership? Family, how are you going to do that if you haven't even built the case? How? Let's give an example. Let's say Walter Theodore walked into Ford. He got declined, and he instantly went and go sued. Sued for what? What did he sue for? Let's just give him a claim. Sue for discrimination. Okay, so first and foremost, the courts are going to ask him, well, John Theodore, have you reached out to Ford and tried to make this error right? And if John say, no, I didn't, I just ran straight to court and sued, guess what they're going to do? John, we advise you to seek legal advice. Because why didn't you go try to make it right with Ford, built the case first, reached out to the proper departments first before you came to us? Because you're wasting our time. Because all you're going to do is file a case and then they're going to say case dismissed for lack of claim, and you don't have a claim if you haven't built the claim. So no, you don't go straight to the dealership on courtroom after the dealership. No, you leave the dealership and you build your case. Okay? That's a huge part. Major part. I would even say that is the part. Okay? Literally. Says if anyone else has guaranteed. Yep. Says, man, have you ever beaten an arbitration clause in court through contract being non-legally binding through no valuable consideration in legality? God damn, goddess. Now, let me ask you this. Let me ask you this personally. What if I told you no? What if I told you yes? And I would like if you can give me answers to both. What if I said yes? What would be your response? What if I said no? What would be your response? Have you ever beaten an arbitration clause in court through the contract being non-legally binding through non-valuable consideration and legality? I'm going to tell you why it's not going to go that far. Because there is consideration, goddess. There is legality. There is value. We have to understand the value. Remember, it's not them, it's us. And it's not, and this is what I'm saying, your question is have you ever beaten an arbitration clause? You're not trying to beat an arbitration clause. You use an arbitration clause. You see what I'm saying? Arbitration is a form of court. You don't beat arbitration, you use arbitration. Arbitration is good, family. Arbitration is something you do so you don't have to go to court. If you don't get the right answers or the answer you want in arbitration, you can still go to court. It just can't be a class action lawsuit. That's why you want to read the arbitration clause. All right? That's what I'm saying. Who is this? Cha-Ye Shalom. See, my thing is you're giving step by steps and you answering questions like you just answered. Somebody said best sign properly and use your stamps and paid in full by cellular without recourse. What do you think they're just going to know what that is? Okay, because it's like a lot of folks just say steps like, oh, you just put your stamps, use your stamps, sign it like that, put record, send it off, and you know it ain't like that. You know it's not that simple. Okay, it's certain questions I'm not answering because of that, but it's so many people in the comments that say, hey, just do this, send that, sign with your beneficiary signature, send that off, and then you should be good to go. Okay, after they send that off, now they're going to be looking for me saying, well, hey, I sent it off, and then they closed my account. And then folks like that hide and don't show that. You see what I'm saying? I can see if you said, hey, I'm going to break it down to you. Hey, the reason why you use stamps is because of this act. Okay? The reason why you put in your cellular's signature is because of this. The reason why you put it without recourse is because of this. Not saying, well, you better sign with your proper signature. What does that mean? You know how many people sign with their proper signature don't get no remedy? I'm sure you signed with your proper signature and put the stamps and put paid in full and didn't get any remedy. That's why we have to be gatekeepers and understand we got to protect folks from putting themselves in bad situations. This information is not just for, hey, yo, let me just tell you here. Say, hey, yo, go do this. Put this on your 1099. Send that off to the IRS. Make sure you put your corporation as the... It's not that easy, family. It's not that simple. We got to protect people. Okay? Going to kids and just giving them a bunch of candy isn't protecting them. Okay? Alright, main focus should be security interests. Main focus should be security interests. Alright, understanding the security interest that's tied in your contract. Focus on that. Okay? Also want to get your contract so you can see the word security interest. Yeah, these executives calls you, beep. Hey, we got your letters. What do you want? And folks get that call and freeze up. They be like, y'all know what I want. I want interest. You know what I'm saying? It's like our negotiation skills are so terrible, and we have to understand that. We think we just learned something and now we can talk like, no, family. Somebody say, can you show us an example of a properly endorsed and signed security coupon? You can grab my class and see what that looks like, family. You can grab my class and see what that private process looks like, family. That's not a public process. Anybody that's showing y'all the documents publicly don't really give a damn about you. All right, they might in their heart, they think they do. But just showing somebody how to say something, put something, and that person go do it, and they stuff gets cut off. Now they're looking at you to give them a free way to get out of it. You see what I'm saying? So no, I don't show the documents freely. I show the results of understanding what happens when you understand what's going on. But I don't show any, this is what my bill looked like, I put this. This is what my letter looks like, I put, I don't do anything like that. some people say it's gatekeeping. It's like, me personally, I don't give a damn. If a person can't go read, they don't deserve to see my documents. Said, well, they're not allowing me to collect your interest. All right, so you're going to sue for what? So what are you trying to do? You're not trying to beat arbitration. You gotta clean. That's what I'm saying. You gotta clean that articulation up first before you even ask for some damn interest. You see what I'm saying? Because me personally, I don't think you deserve interest if you can't even articulate, understand that you're supposed to utilize arbitration. You see how that's baby talk? That's why I say I kind of like that they make a lot of us go the long way, because you gotta prove yourself that you can handle these types of interests. Because I don't know you. You might use this interest to go kill somebody. All right? You might got the father of your kid, he may do something. I don't like him. I'm about to go set his ass up, use some of my interest. You see what I'm saying? It takes a person that has capacity to contract, that understands what to do, okay, that's going to get this remedy. And again, I'm not the gatekeeper that says you're not going to get this. You know what I'm saying? That's not me. All right? I'm just saying I see why they make us go, jump hoops to get our remedy. All right? Because if people can't even understand what they're supposed to be utilizing, they don't deserve their interest. That's my view on it. All right, they're not allowing you to collect because you're not utilizing the things that you're supposed to be doing to collect. So they're looking at you like you're an enemy. They're like, we're not giving this to her. She gonna mess all this stuff up for what? She can't even claim right. You know what I'm saying? She called us all, giving us attitude, saying she gonna do this, do that. She the one that signed the damn contract. She the one that didn't readdress nothing. Now she thinks she can just call us up and just ask for her interest when she hasn't done her performance? Get out of here. And that's how they're looking at it. And I don't blame them. Okay, it's us that gotta prove to them that we can perform. Okay, and that's not just by us sitting off letters. And a lot of y'all think, well, I sent off my letters. Y'all think, okay, they supposed to just open up the door because you sent off some damn letters. Okay, did you show your work? Did you enforce your work? Were you persistent? Or did they just tell you no and you said, okay, I'm about to go do security fraud? That ain't how you do it. My contract exposed course breaks down how to expose your contract for the value that it has. I'm going to say it again. My contract exposed class exposes the value that your contract has. Okay? It doesn't show fraud in the contract. It just shows you where we lacked. Okay? Where we said, okay, I agree to this. All right? And it shows you how you also can redress. They're trying to dismiss the case of the arbitration clause. It sounds like you didn't go to arbitration first. You just went straight to court. Did you have an arbitration clause in your case? And I'm about to just show you how I don't even know your whole situation, guys, but it sounds like you're dismissing it because you didn't utilize the arbitration clause that's inside your contract and you just went straight to sue them. Is that correct? Yeah, bingo. There you go. See, how did I know that without even... You said, yeah, I took it to court instead of arbitration. You see what I'm saying? Let's see. Do you see the problem? I know you look, but I'm saying, but do you see the problem? Do you see why it was dismissed? It wasn't dismissed because you was wrong. It was dismissed because you leapfrogged a step. And your contract has an arbitration clause in it. So unless you told them I'm waiving the arbitration clause, I'm sure you didn't do that. You see what I'm saying? So just understanding our problems, having accountability. All right, but the reason why they're throwing the case out because you have an arbitration clause in your contract and you didn't waive it. So in their eyes, the opposite party, all they got to do is say, whoa, wait a minute. case dismissed because we have an arbitration clause. We're supposed to go to arbitration first. She's not supposed to just sue us. Okay? Got to know what's going on. Got to read them contracts. Got to read them contracts. This ain't for the little children. It's for the adults. Somebody said, I got Synchrony Bank stuck. They asked me for 7 to 10 days to respond. Trust me, family, you don't got them stuck. You know, I get what you're saying, but y'all, don't y'all understand they want us to move like this? They just trying to see if we're who we say we are. They're not stuck. They just trying to see if your documentation, cuts out. And if it doesn't, they may have a talk like, let's see if he knows what's really going on. Tell him we don't accept this form of payment. You see what I'm saying? But trust and believe, bro. They're not stuck at all. They're never stuck. All right? They make too much money to ever be stuck by someone that's not knowing what's going on. All right? And I'm just saying that so you can understand you're not building no momentum with them. You just proving to them, hey, all right, they telling you, hey, give us 7 to 10 business days to look over your stuff. But they might hit you up and say, yo, you said you don't understand what I'm trying to ask. I can't describe what I'm trying to say very well off text. God is trust and believe. I get what you're saying. You have an arbitration clause in your contract. Yes or no? Yes. Since you have an arbitration clause in your contract and you didn't exercise that and you went straight to court, it's why your case is getting thrown out because of the arbitration clause. So you're asking me, how do I beat the arbitration clause? And I'm saying it's not for you to beat. Is what I'm saying. All right, even the courts want you to use arbitration. That's why it's there. You know what I'm saying? So I'm telling you, arbitration is a good thing. It's not bad. Go there first. If you don't get the answer you want, then go sue. Now they can't say arbitration clause wasn't utilized. You see what I'm saying? Well, yeah, moving on. How many conversations should we attempt when they are in default? At some point, we must draft a complaint. Correct. All right, and that just depends on how well you are with your litigation, family. All right, do you want to kind of be lenient? Again, remember, every correspondence you send them after your deadlines is just evidence for your case. You know, so it all depends on how you're trying to do it with it. You can be kind, you can be cutthroat. All right, but the best thing to do is give them a grace period. All right, because again, they don't know how we're coming, family, if that makes sense. They don't understand. Remember, we sign contracts from an uninformed standpoint. So it's us that got to prove certain things to them. You said what I'm trying to do is prove that the complete contract in its entirety is not legally binding. I get you. So go to arbitration. That's all I'm saying, guys. Go to arbitration. Bring those points up in arbitration. That's all I'm saying. That's your answer. That's what I would do if they told me I'm not saying you're wrong. I'm saying you're doing it out of turn. You ever played spades before? You're playing out of turn. You're messing up your spades partner. Oh, you a guy? Oh, my fault, bro. Oh, my bad. I thought that was a woman. My bad. Oh, my bad, Alex. My bad, family. My bad. I need glasses. My fault. I've been saying goddess. If I'm denied a rental application, should I exercise my rights in federal or state court? Well, let me ask you this, Mike. What have you done to make that application change from denial to approved? What have you sent them? Have you tried to make it right? Have you reached out to them? Have you sent them letters? Says, I'm looking at my contract now. I gave them a security interest. How do I go about that? Getting a class, family. Grabbing the class. Now you grab a class, family. Now that you found the tools, you found the keyword security interest, now you need to grab these private courses so you can understand the things that I can't say on here. Okay? Can't say certain things on here. Alright, but yeah, the first thing first, family, you definitely want to focus on your contracts. If I was a beginner, that's the first thing I will be doing. First thing I'll be doing is trying to find my contracts, trying to find keywords like security interest. First thing I'm going to do is read my whole contract first and foremost. I'm getting my lease agreement. I'm going to get my mortgage. I'm going to get my car contracts. I'm going to get my card agreements, which are contracts, okay? I'm getting everything, family, okay? And I'm just going to start reading. I'm not going to put no timetable on it. A lot of y'all trying to put timetable on Remedy, and I don't know who y'all think y'all are, but nobody ever put a timetable on Remedy, and that's when they got Remedy. I don't know who y'all think y'all are, but that's not how it works. Okay, you can't put a timetable on how fast or how long your comprehension is going to take. Okay, so again, it all takes about slowing down and just reading your contracts. All right, reading it again, not just reading it one time, reading it again. Okay, reading keywords like security interest, going to Google, typing in words like what is Congress' definition of security interest? Okay, who's entitled to a security interest? What is security interest for? Okay, so yeah, y'all, it's a lot of information that I would even, y'all, you shouldn't even really be thinking about filing the claim until you really done piece together the rules and procedures of court. Because again, family, one thing that nobody should never get stuck. I know a lot of people are stuck, but nobody should never get stuck if you're reading. All right, it should be a fairly smooth process once you're informed of what's going on. Meaning you're gonna get some pushback, of course. All right, but you should never be stuck. A lot of you are stuck on the court process because you've already built a case and you don't even understand how the court process went. So that should tell you more about yourself than exactly about the process. All right, because how are you going to get remedy if you can't even sue somebody the proper way? You see what I'm saying? All right, I mean, and to be quite frankly with you, if the opposing parties know you don't know how to sue, why would they listen to anything you're saying? Okay. After I tender the payment and send my letters off, do I still have to perform? Or no? Well, let's put it in real time. Let's say you sent off your payment. Let's say I'm the corporation, right? You sent off your payment. All right, I didn't say nothing to you. I sent you another payment. Do you think you shouldn't do anything with that? Right? And let's say you wake up and you see your account hasn't been corrected or anything like that. And I send you another bill. Now you're 3 bills behind. Do you think I'm waiting on you? You see what I'm saying? Or are you going to wait on me? Which one? I'm letting you know if you stop performing, because where does it ever say you're never going to have to perform? Family, you have to perform, family. That's why you don't have to work. If you don't work or perform, what are you doing? Family, you're always going to have to perform for the rest of your life. Okay? For the life of the creditor, you're going to have to perform. There's never a point of time where you're not going to have to perform. Unless you got your title in your hands, you keep performing. Why would you think just because you sent something off, that just meant your job was done? Did they tell you your job was done? Did they send you a letter and say, thank you, we've credited your account? Did you wake up and see your account zeroed out? Why would you think you don't have to perform? That's like my 10-year-old daughter. I'm telling her to clean the room dirty as hell, and all she do is clean up her shoes. And she says, well, am I done? Are you done? I still see shit up under the bed. I still see the bed not made. Like, what is this? Crayons all, put your school stuff in your book bag. You not done? Did I tell you you was done? Okay, that's how you got to look at it. Did they tell you you were done? Did they say your performance is complete? Did they say that? Because I doubt it. Okay? Yeah. Yeah. Appreciate you, friend. Yes, y'all, please don't stop paying. Please keep paying your bills how you've been paying them until you learn how to perform, family. You can get every single dollar back after you perform, family. Please keep paying. I know a lot of you think you're ready. I'm here to let you know you are not ready. Keep paying. Okay? Keep paying. Keep performing until the banking system crashes. And I don't think the banking system is ever going to crash for a long time. So keep performing. Unless they sent you a settlement check, keep performing. Unless you got a default judgment from the court, still keep performing. Okay? Alright, you can grab any of my courses in the link in my bio. Alright, when you're ready to buy a course, DM me. Zelle, Cash App ready. Right now the payment processor is down right now. Alright, I don't know what the hell's going on. Okay. Alright, so until it's back up, we're taking Zelle, Cash App for payments. Okay. Alright, so if you're ready for any class, any purchase, alright, you can buy now. You will receive your coupon code on Monday. Alright, my team doesn't work on weekends. Alright, I give everybody that works for HCA the weekend off. Alright, so they don't work on weekends. Alright, so my staff will be back on Monday and be able to issue out that code so you can get your class. Alright, but if you want to go ahead and square the payment out the way, so now you're just waiting on me, okay, you're more than welcome to go ahead and Zelle or Cash App your payment for any class, alright, that you want. Alright. Yes. And I do have a mentorship coming up in September. I got 16 spots left for my September mentorship. Alright, we're going over how to properly endorse, how to properly build a proper court claim, okay, and how to properly file your taxes, okay. 3-in-1, okay. That mentorship will start September. All right, the fee for that mentorship is $2,000. Yes, $2,000. Okay, $2,000 for that mentorship. 16 spots left. All right, if you don't want to, and again, mentorship is all month of September. We're meeting 3 times a week, 3 hours a day, which is 9 hours a week for the full month of September. So 9 times 3.5, that's how many hours you'll get for September's with me. Okay, going over the information, all right, for you to get closer to remedy, all right. Now, I do have me and Dev Hawk do have a child support class August 10th, August 11th for any father or mother that is going through child support, no matter which side of child support you're on, okay, whether you're receiving the child support or giving the child support, we have a class August 10th and August 11th, a 2-day class for the price of $100, showing you how to remove the state from your affairs. All right, remember, child support is not beneficial to nobody but the state, okay? We'll show you how to still utilize the credits for that child and still remove obligations to the state, just so you don't have to not be able to utilize your license. You can't get a job, okay, even though you shouldn't be doing those things anyway by law, okay? But a lot of being on child support, not being able to pay child support out of your pockets, putting a lot of people behind bars. All right, like literally, I know people personally that's gotten locked up for being behind on child support. And some mothers and fathers feel like some people should be locked up for not providing for their kid. But y'all, how can you possibly understand that person's situation to say locking them up is gonna make the damn situation better? Do y'all understand how stupid y'all sound? Y'all sound petty and y'all sound dumb as shit, okay? No matter how bad of a father or financial about how bad of a mother, what the hell is locking them up gonna damn do? Y'all sound dumb as hell. Lock him up. All right, now he's behind even more, or she's behind even more. Now when she get out, she can't get a damn... Y'all sound stupid. So that's why we having August 10th, August 11th class, to educate folks, to inform folks that we don't got to be stupid anymore. Both sides can win, and we don't have to have this stress-filled co-parenting situations any longer, family. All right, this is the revolution, okay? The revolution, all right, it's not going to be televised, family, okay? So thinking that you're going to get remedy from, all right, no, family, you're going to have to take some private classes, okay? It's a bunch of information that we can't even talk on these platforms, okay? All right, yeah, I can say it on these platforms, but I understand folks is not going to register the same way it would when you're in a private setting. All right. So with that being said, family, y'all make sure y'all study, get your contracts. All right, sign up links is in the links in the bio. All right, if you're ready for any class, make sure you understand our payment processor is down right now. So if you any class you want, you have the Zelle or Cash App the payment, okay? And we will give you your coupon code on Monday, okay? I'll keep this live up so y'all can go back and listen to this live. For those that are beginners and you don't have any money to invest in any class, it's okay. Start from the top of my page, work your way all the way to the bottom. I got hour-longs of lives. The lives will look like a little TV, right? It's not going to be the shorts. If you see words on the screen, that's not a live. That's a short, okay? That's a short. A lot of people get hooked on these shorts, and they be like, I wish you would say more. Well, go to the lives. Those lives are 2 hours long, okay? Okay, the lives are 2 hours long, okay? Literally, sit back, listen to those lives, write down the information that we talk about, and just go. Okay, and just go. All right, you can literally build a curriculum from that. All right, when you're ready to get a more step-by-step private approach, go ahead and grab the class, family, because you're going to see how it all going to come together. Okay, you're going to see how it all comes together, family. All right, again, this information is here to help you. My classes are here to help you, family. You're looking at the price thinking like, oh my God, that's too much. You're just a poor person and you don't understand the value of investments. Okay? All right? So with that being said, peace, love. Make sure y'all read. Make sure y'all be due diligent. All right? Make sure y'all stay focused. Damn, make sure you stay focused. Sheesh, a lot of y'all hang around a bunch of losers. All right? And y'all think y'all gonna get into them doors with those losers around you? I'm letting you know that's why you on the outside looking in. You're around a bunch of losers. And that's why it's making you the next loser. Okay? Peace and love, y'all.